Hello. Things might look a little bit different. Of course, the stream start should look different, but also we have a new overlay. I think I promised last art stream, that I would try to make a new overlay so that we can make the camera look nice and we don't have to see the UI. But also, what's super exciting is that I figured out how to stop my phone from dying. Because the last couple art streams, I've been using my phone as a webcam because it's the best quality camera that I have, because I bought another webcam and it's okay as like a face cam if I feel like doing face cam, which I don't really feel like it today, which is why there isn't one. But it's just not good enough for art. You can't like see the detail. So I'm using my iPhone. It's just an iPhone 13. And our trouble before was that the camera app uses a lot of battery. It drains the battery really fast. And so I had to keep switching like halfway through the stream to my old phone, which has a worse camera, especially in low light. So as the stream went on, my room would get darker as we lost sunlight, and I also had to switch to a worse camera. So it was very inconvenient. And then I realized, I think, because there's another port on this HDMI adapter that I have. So I have my phone hooked up with a Lightning to HDMI adapter, and then plugged into a capture card, and then plugged into a USB port in my laptop. And there's another port in the adapter next to the HDMI one, which I thought was USB-C, but then because it doesn't say what it is, but it's Lightning. And then I was like, this was really cheap. So not all iPhone or Lightning to HDMI adapters let you charge at the same time. They only do audio and video, but they don't always do power. And so I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember it saying anywhere on the listing or the box or anything that you could charge it at the same time. So I plugged in the lightning cable and it worked! It's charging! So it's not gonna die. So we can do an entire art stream without having to change the camera at all. And I made up this little overlay. Honestly, I would like to do something a little different maybe sometime in the future, but for this overlay right now, all I did was I went to Canva. I went onto like Etsy and some places just to get inspiration. I don't want to really buy from anyone because I feel like it would be a good challenge to make my own. And I was like, all of these look really busy for an art stream. Like, I don't want the focus, I don't want to take the focus away from the art. I want it to be pretty basic. And I knew I wanted something like sort of not quite retro PC, but like late 90s, early 2000s PC-esque, but a different color scheme. My like beigey brown color scheme, because I might have mentioned in the past I find that very calming and relaxing, and so a lot of my stuff is beige and brown, which sounds boring, but then we got this pop of color, like I sell these on my Etsy, by the way. I made this myself, like my keyboard rug. This is tufted. Got a little pop of color, and then like, these florals down here. So this is my normal desk setup, and I think it's pretty cute. So yeah, this is what I came up with. Another thing I did was, if you can see I can't aim with my finger, oh my god. Do you see that little, where it says Emily up there? And there's like a little pixelated icon? I did that art this morning. I think I can show you actually. I have my photo app up already. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let's see. Pixel Emily is what I called it. Open with photos. It's so small, I don't know if you can see it. is so small. Because it's supposed to be, I made it on Procreate, on like where I made my pixel things collection, like the sticker sheet that I did, and that I use for my emotes on Discord and for my alerts on Twitch. I think I uploaded those emotes to Twitch as well. I think. But anyways, I made that canvas just a little bit bigger so I could do a little more detail, but it's still super tiny. So let me show you right now. Let's capture... It's so tiny! Here, what if I make the window smaller? Will that help us out? I don't think so. Let's zoom in. It's not gonna look super great zoomed in. I swear it looked better on, you know, on Procreate. What's a good size? Like this. You can barely see it. But yeah, this is me. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can actually show you on Procreate. Because it just shows up a lot better than in the Photos app here. Let's see, where is it? So I have a pre-made canvas that I use that I just duplicate each time I want to make more pixel art. So like, this is my, let me get rid of this. This is my pixel art, and this is me. Click. Ah, you can see it better now. There I am. It's a little better if I make it a little bit smaller. There I am. So I'm wearing my braids as I often do, and I'm actually wearing this sweatshirt right now. It's very similar to the ones, I actually have two different very similar ones on Etsy right now, because I'm trying out two different print-on-demand like websites. So it has my like pixel hearts, but I could only fit two. The other one would be hidden by my braid here, so imagine it's there. But yeah, that's me, and I've got, anyone who knows me knows this is a very typical outfit for me. I got my jean shorts, my denim shorts, and then my tights or leggings underneath them, and that's just how I do things. I got the little curly bits sticking out here. I can't, even if this is, you know, a what's the word, stylized self-portrait, we can't pretend that I don't have frizzy curly hair sticking out of my braids. But yeah, this was fun. Maybe I'll scale her up and put her somewhere. I don't know if I want to make this like my whole brand icon or anything. I still like the puffin because it's a piece of artwork, like more typical of what I produce. I do sometimes do pixel art, but obviously I like to do more semi-realistic things as well. So I don't know, I just thought it would be cute to have like a little icon here, like, oh yes, I'm signed into my browser, and this is my account, and that's me. And then I just wanted to add the snail. I tried to fit the pumpkin somewhere, but I was like, where would the pumpkins fit? So maybe like, I'm thinking for like holidays, like Halloween or something, I could customize this, do like a little pumpkin patch up here or something. But for now, we got our little snail up there, and the pixel hearts, of course. Actually, Canva, basically I just took a thing from Canva and modified it. Like I deleted things I didn't want, changed the colors. I changed like the edges. Used to be like rounded on those like grayish parts, and then I made them slightly less rounded, you know, just to fit the aesthetic I wanted. And there were some like pixelated hearts up in the corner, but there was 4 of them, and I was like, that's not Zelda style. These are inspired by Zelda. So, and this is my most popular design on my Etsy anyway. These are definitely the stickers that have sold the most, are these pixel heart stickers, and clearly I love this design. I just think it's simple, and it like sort of reps retro gaming, or like even modern games, like it looks very similar to the Minecraft heart. It's just a good thing for a gamer to have, and my sweatshirt also has that very same design. The ones on my Etsy as well, which tomorrow I think I'm actually going to go out and buy a t-shirt from Muji, because I'm actually, when I took a shower today, I was like, oh, what am I going to wear today? And then I found my Halloween shirt that I made with the Muji blank, and I love these shirts. They're actually a men's shirt, but they're so comfortable, and they hold up really well. They don't pill like at all. And so I think I'm gonna get a black one, and I'm just gonna make myself a little same thing as before. I wonder if I can show you actually. I don't really wanna, I don't know. I had this kind of how I want it. Maybe. Oh, that's very dusty, I swear. But I think there's like dust stuck in the trap in my what's the word? Washing machine. I'm so sorry, it shows up a lot in the black. But yeah. So these ones in particular with just the red like iron-on vinyl are not available on my shop. I only have the print-on-demand ones because it's just hard to keep that kind of stuff in stock with blanks that I know are gonna always be available to me. Like I would have to just make sure I make a whole bunch ahead of time, or even if I do make to order, I'd have to have the materials like with me, so it's like a big, firstly big purchase up front, and then it's also, you know, just a lot of space in my tiny little Tokyo apartment, which is pretty big for a Tokyo apartment to be fair, but it is only 2 rooms and a bathroom. So I don't really have the space for a lot of stock. That's why I'm trying out print on demand. And also I went with a new company for my latest update on last Friday, and by update I mean my latest shop update, and their prices are a lot better, I think, generally speaking. If I make it myself, I can probably make it for a lot cheaper, cut out the middleman, but it would take longer to ship for sure, and then like I said, it's a lot of money up front and then a lot of space taken up. Like I would need various sizes and whatnot. That's the big thing, is I want people to get the size they want and also the color they want. I want to offer more than one color and more than one size, obviously. So yeah, I decided to try out print on demand, and they seemed pretty good. I saw the reviews. Because I live in Japan, it's really expensive to get a sample shipped, so maybe that's risky, but I mean, everyone else was saying it's super good, this new company I'm going with. And Printify was the old one, so I switched from Printify to Gelato, though I still have a couple Printify things up. What I did change, though I still have the listing up, I'm gonna let it expire so I don't waste money, or like if people really want that design over the new one, that's fine. But for my parchment sticky notes, I started making sticky notes myself, and I really like them. I think they work really, really well, and they're pretty easy to make. Some designs cost a lot of ink. Other designs, if it's black and white, like the onigiri ones, I have a memo block of that, but if I decide to make those into sticky notes too, I can. And I can use my laser printer for those, so that's good. But it's quite a bit cheaper if I make it and ship it myself. So I made new parchment ones. That's one of the new listings. But I kept the Printify one up. I think I mentioned this on stream because I got a message while I was on stream on Etsy. 3M, or like the sticky note company, like 3M is like the adhesive company, and they make sticky or post-it note brand sticky notes, and I got a message saying, if this is really a legitimate product of ours, please show a picture of the back in your listing, like that says like 3M on it, like the very last piece, you know, when you get a sticky note, like a post-it note brand memo block of sticky notes, there will be a little paper on the back that says post-it and 3M. But I went onto the mockups page on Printify, and they don't have a photo of the back at all. So I can't prove that it is Post-it Note brand, but it is Post-it Note brand. I just can't prove it until I order a sample myself. And it's so expensive to ship to Japan. It's so expensive. And it's just quite expensive to produce them anyway, compared to if I make them, right? Like, obviously, it costs money to produce them. So that's not a problem. It's just I can make it cheaper myself. And so people don't have to pay as much. So, yeah, we're doing a mix of things that I make and things that I have made for me. Okay, so what are we doing today for the art? It says it up in the URL, like the bar here. I also edited that. Imagining I'm like Googling how to draw French fries. I hope you think that's cute. I thought it was cute. I did originally when I designed it on Canva. I don't use Canva a lot, but they have, I was originally going there for inspiration. I was like, oh, they make, like, it's easier to make shapes and stuff and align them than in Fire Alpaca. So, I don't know, sometimes it's more convenient for certain things. Like this. This is good. And I originally put, like, what did I put? Oh, I can show you, I think. Wait. It's... I don't think it's that color source. I think it's color source 2. And then where's the text? https://www.coolstreamer.com. I don't know why I chose that. I chose to hide it today. I'll probably just erase it later. I'll probably just, get rid of it. And then I figured whatever we happen to be drawing or painting in this particular stream, any particular stream that I use this overlay for, which will be art streams mainly, because I think gaming streams it's better to just have everything full screen and then chat overlaid on top. Basically, I can just change the title to what we're making. I think that's cute. And I have the reference image. I didn't make a little spot for the reference image because it didn't really fit anywhere, so I just put it here in case you want to see. But I have my reference image on my laptop because the colors on the monitors is so bright and vibrant and like too much, honestly. So my laptop screen is a little bit more accurate, or I don't know about accurate, but the colors that I want more for this piece of art, because I was using the monitor for the corn dog last time, and it was super bright. I was like, I don't know about this. Like, it was like fluorescent, and also the values seemed a lot lighter. Even though I did turn down the brightness on the monitor, I think it's just because it's a TV. It's like supposed to be really bright. So yeah, that helps for Skyrim though. Skyrim can be so dark. It is really helpful to have a really bright screen. But yeah, and we have the music in the background. I hope it's not too loud. I did test it out. Like, I recorded some clips and listened to them and changed the microphone. And I also realized that part of why I wasn't liking the microphone last stream is because it sounded really echoey. And I think it was just because I was afraid of like too much air, because I don't have a pop filter on, because my pop filter is useless and giant, the one that came with the microphone, and it sounds really weird when the mic is too far away. So I just moved it closer, and we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of air. So that's how it is. And yeah, we're doing French fries today. We're working more on the Fair Food set. If you missed last stream, we drew a corn dog, which I can bring up, I believe. Oh, I can show you the thumbnail. I actually didn't scan it yet. Why don't I just show you the real piece? I gotta get out that Bristol board anyway. So let me grab the Bristol board. I didn't do anything in terms of like preparing the art before I started stream. So we're gonna do all of that together. But it also means I have to grab my stuff. So give me a second. Alright. I think we might have to move the keyboard now. What do we think about the mat? I think it's probably gonna... It might be an issue because the board kind of... I guess if it's horizontal, that's fine. I guess we'll keep it for now. But yeah, let's check this out. Oh, you can do a little flip through. Bananas. Can't really see it though. Maybe we'll do it a sideways flip through. The original banana sketch. And then a lemon. And then the bananas. And I got it bled through, so I had to skip this page. I guess I don't have to, but I did. S'mores. I still love this one. Popsicle. How many collections have I done so far this year? Pretty Popsicles was in March, and then I just did Fossils in... Wait, was Popsicles in March or February? I know I did the s'mores right before I went to California, so that was February. So I think Popsicles was March or April? Must have been March. And then Fantastic Fossils was in June. So we've already had 2 big collections so far. I'm not sure why I skipped this one. Oh, because there's a mark here. I don't know how that got there. That was not for me. Oh, and then the Fantastic Fossils. Not all of them are in here. The bison is... The antique bison is in my Art Creations sketchbook. And I think I did the saber-tooth cat in... No, this is the saber-tooth cat. I think I did... No, wait. The American lion? No, I think actually they're all in here. I was gonna do the saber-tooth cat in my Copic sketchbook, but then I did it on this crystal board. And that's the dire wolf. And a pretzel. So this is the first installment of the Fair Food set. We have a pretzel. Then we have the mastodon, the American lion, and then last stream was a corn dog, the second installment. Oop, there goes my phones. This is what we did last week. Oh. You can see... Why can you see some of the UI now? When did that pop up? What? Why can you see that? I got rid of that, didn't I? Let me try something. Photo. And video. No, it's still there. I thought I got rid of that. What did I do? Has that been there the whole time? That bar up there? Is that gonna be annoying? I specifically crop that out. Has that been there the whole time? Maybe I didn't notice because the keyboard was there. And it was hard to see. But we can get rid of it. Crop the top. Like so, and then you can expand the bottom. Like so. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so this was corn dog. I think it looks a lot better now. I do wish there was a way for me to stream at a higher resolution, because it looks really great on OBS, and on mobile it's not. However, in the VOD, when I watch it on like my monitor or TV, it looks really crunchy. It's just not... Yeah. I don't know what else to do about it though. It only lets me stream at 720. I don't know what else to do, or if that's just my internet. I feel like my internet is pretty fast. Let's see, output. Streaming. I don't know what else to do. Video bitrate. I don't know. I've like looked it up and tried to figure out how exactly I can stream at a higher rate, but I don't think I have the option to currently. So this is what we got. If I was able to, I would do a local recording as well at the same time, but I cannot. I could probably record, but it'd probably fill up too much of my memory on my phone because streams tend to be longer. But I usually record on my phone anyway, but streams tend to be longer than when I just do it on my own and like post a video. So yeah, we're gonna do French fries today. I think we'll try maybe vertical is better for this one. I'm just afraid it's gonna get cut off. But let's grab my sketchbook and get my sketch. The thumbnail is of this sketch. Oh. I'm scared. No. Oh. My cloud drawing fell off the wall and I was trying to flatten it. Now it's ripping. What was this tape? It fell off the wall and it got all bent, so I had it under my sketchbook. Very sad. I should scan it properly. Boo. Oh, and I need this as well, my trusty little box. I need more space on my desk. Using these awful Cydia sticky notes, which aren't really sticky, just using as a bookmark basically. And we have my fries sketch, which I think I need to change this a little bit. I think because of the curve of the paper, like curves like that, I accidentally went too far this way when it should taper in more. So we'll see if we can fix that. Maybe we should do that now before we transfer it over. Because I was just like making the thumbnail and I realized, you know, I put the reference in the corner and then my sketch was like most of the thumbnail, right? And so I was looking at them side by side and I was like, I don't know about this. I could use a ruler. Ooh, before we properly get into it, I do want to announce something that I thought was really cool. I used to enjoy, because I was talking with a friend the other day, and she recently got an iPad, and I was like, hey, we should start an art club and draw together. She's moving away soon, but, you know. Okay, that looks a lot better. Before you leave, we should do some art, which she said she might come over today, and then I haven't got a response, so maybe that's not happening either. But anyway, her and another friend, it's like, we should like draw together. And it got me thinking, I used to do oekaki all the time. which is really fun. Sometimes drawing with other people, sometimes just by myself. And I was looking up Oakaki boards and I couldn't find any. I was like, is this not a thing anymore? Do people not do this anymore? But when I got home after, or like yesterday actually, because I was on Saturday, I looked up like how to draw together with people, and there's some cool stuff. So I kind of want to show you, or I might have to close my curtains, but before I get into too much more, I guess I can show you from my Discord, and we'll open it up. Let's open Discord. So I have it open already. Wow. This does not fit exactly perfectly. That's fine. But yeah, I found Magma. There was another one that I found first, which was much more basic and more like what I was used to back when I used to do Oakaki boards. But for this one, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Can you see my cursor? I think it's not showing. But I found Magma, which I'm going to show you here. This is the canvas that I made. Anyone can join if you click the link. And I started... Oh, there's something on my mouse. Oh my god, what is it? Something splashed. Alright. So this is what I started drawing. Let's move it. Oh! Oops. No, that's not what I wanted. I was doing this on my iPad, so it was a lot easier to navigate. Let me move it to this one. So if you click the link, then you can join this canvas. And I started drawing a dog. Let me do show reference image. That's what I'm looking at. It's kind of almost in... We're not out of the ugly stage yet. I do like how the eye is rendering out. I do like how the nose is rendering out. This eye is not quite done, I think. But we're getting there. I can't, like, move around. That's the only thing. This one? Aha! What is this one? I'm still learning how to use it. Seems really similar to, Medibang. Except I'm struggling to find a brush or make a brush that blends really nicely. So we'll see. But yeah, I want to show you the sketch, because the sketch actually looks cute. We're in the ugly stage now of the painting. But you can do layers, and I can assign permission to people, like who can change certain things. So that's our sketch. The sketch is actually pretty cute. So I think the eyes became a little smaller. So, oh, that's... Yeah, I don't know. I think this one I messed up a little bit. This one looks pretty much the same. This one I thought it looked too big, but now it looks a little uneven. I don't know, we'll fix it. But yeah, this is just to have fun and draw together. And of course, I don't expect everyone to be on at the same time. But yeah. Feel free to join it and then leave a little drawing. There's also a chat, so there's text chat and voice chat. But feel free to join and leave a little drawing. And if you, like, when it comes to trolls or whatever, I can save versions of the canvas. So if a troll comes in and, like, messes up someone else's art, it's fine. Because I can just reload an older canvas. So... if you are a troll and you were thinking of doing that, it's not gonna do anything. And I'm also the kind of person who saves screenshots, saves everything I do like every 2 seconds. So like I feel bad for them. I don't want to be the person who said, well, you should have had a backup. But like sometimes Procreate, like if it updates, I've heard, it's not happened to me yet, but I've heard if it updates, then it can kind of delete everything that's on there. For me, as soon as I finish something or I make a decent amount of progress on something, I upload it to Google Drive or save it as a, you know, it depends what it is. I might save it as a photo on my phone or whatever. And with Medibang, I upload everything to the cloud. To be fair, I do think Procreate should have a cloud. Ooh, this is the caramel apple. Maybe next time. This shouldn't be as hard as the corn dog, I think, because what was tricky about the corn dog was just the sauce, the edges of the sauce. Some of them were, oh, got unplugged. Some of them were like quite light, so it's hard to see what I was doing, and there's lots of shapes. Is this even big enough? I don't think it's quite big enough. I might have to move it over. Okay, how are we doing this? I'm pretty determined to keep most of these papers in here, so I really don't want to rip anything out. I need a bigger desk, but I don't have space. Oh no, oh no. Okay. I guess I should mention something about Friday's Skyrim stream. I had to end it earlier than I wanted to because I got a phone call with some bad news, and I apologize. It was really unfortunate because I just got raided by like over 20 people. And I don't usually, I mean, because I have one viewer right now. Hello to my one viewer, if that's even accurate. So that was exciting, and then I got some bad news, and I had to stop. I think I'll use my ruler. And then I did stay home. I usually work on the weekends, but I think legally they can't tell me now. But yeah, I didn't do much this weekend, but now I'm like, okay, it is Monday, which usually is, you know, a stream day anyway. So play your games, make your art, go back to doing real life things. I just kind of vibed. Ugh. Come on, turn on. Ah! Is it because it's loose, or do I keep pressing it by mistake? I think it's the ruler. I think I keep touching it, but oh, now it's moved. I might have to tape it. Probably should have done that from the beginning. This is my life hack. This was Scotch tape, and then I bought some masking tape, or I guess in the US we call it washi tape. But that doesn't make sense in Japan because washi tape is specifically Japanese tape, like traditional Japanese paper. So here it's just called masking tape. I have a specifically masking tape dispenser. But yeah, for the brown, which I use for like everything, when I finished my Scotch tape, I just popped it open, popped the masking tape in there. Is that a straight line, or does it kinda... I need to see my reference photo again. It's pretty straight. I don't know. I could change it later, but okay. Don't reach the edge. Good enough. This is not straight. I know that. And I will go over with colored pencil anyway. So I'll leave the ruler out for a bit. Okay. For the straight lines. It's probably hard to see, but we're gonna be done with this pretty soon. Let's see. I know it's cut off a little bit, but there's too much bulk up here. So give it a minute, and then you'll be able to see everything. But yeah, Skyrim was fun until it wasn't, but I don't know, I still want to play it. I still watch people play it. Like, before I started streaming, I was watching Juve and his Scrolls Only challenge. So obviously I still want to play Skyrim, but I'm tempted today after the art stream. I would like to do a game stream. And honestly, I'm feeling something more chill. Because it's been a bit stressful. And, yeah. Maybe a little... I'm thinking Stardew Valley would be chill, but I'm trying to decide if I should start a new farm or continue with the one I was doing before. Because my thoughts are that, like, when I stream, I want people to be able to go back and watch the playthrough from the beginning. But I was having a lot of issues with my most recent 1.6 update. Seems like forever ago now. Stardew streams. So, like, I had some issues where it just stopped streaming, or like the image stopped moving. That makes sense. And so I was like talking, and then the screen was frozen, and so some streams I had to like restart, and it was just not nice. So I think make a playlist, but I don't think it's easy to follow or like nice to follow. So I'm tempted to start a new stream now that I have reliable Wi-Fi and I'm multi-streaming reliably as well. Because I think those other streams were exclusively on YouTube, I think. Could be wrong. I don't think I was multi-streaming yet. So I'm tempted to just start a new farm. I think I want to. It's just the grind at the beginning can be a bit annoying. And I want to do it unmodded, because here's what happened. When the 1.6 update came out, I didn't want any spoilers, so I haven't watched anyone play past like I don't know, a couple hours, because I didn't want any spoilers. So like, for example, when I saw the green rain for the first time, sorry if that's a spoiler, shouldn't be if it's been a while now. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Right? Because I hadn't seen it before. I didn't see anyone else play it. So I wanted to keep those extra things a surprise for myself. And so I didn't watch anyone play it. So I haven't watched any... Well, that's a lie. I've watched some Stardew streams, but more like challenges where they don't really... And like not a lot of it. Like, I haven't seen anything really except for some like Mr. Chi boxes or whatever. But yeah. So a lot of it's still new to me. I feel very behind and I want to play really badly. But yeah, the beginning's such a grind, but I think since it's been a while since I played anyway, I think it'll be nice to just start again. So I think I'll do that. I think that might be the stream today. I was thinking about Bully. We haven't played Bully in a while. But I feel like Bully requires more... Like anything that includes fighting, I guess Stardew does, but the mines aren't that. Most of the tasks are pretty mindless. So I feel like Stardew is the way to go. We could do Animal Crossing, but the thing is, I'm planning, I hope someday I get a Switch too. If someone commissions a painting from me, then I will probably get the Switch too, sooner rather than later. Not that I want to beg anyone for money, but just saying. And it would help me pay for my tickets to the US. For reasons explained before, I have a reason to go back to the US sometime soon. But yeah, anyways. I'm not getting it right now because no new games are out, but I would very much like to make a new island. Like, I've actually thought about, like, if I had the money, I would maybe buy a Switch Lite just to make a new island, because I don't want to erase all of the work of my current island just to, like, play the game again, but there's nothing left for me to do. I have millions and millions of bells. I have so much stuff that it doesn't load properly, you know? I'm walking around town. I basically completed what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it like a mushroom land, hiding the jukeboxes everywhere. Not jukeboxes, actually. The skull record players are easy to hide, and if you turn them around, they look, depending on the color, but if you get the white ones, they look kind of like a puff mushroom. Like, what do you call those? White puffball. Howdy, how are you? Ah, it's nice to see my chat is working. Like the display and the overlay. That took ages to line up properly. I don't know what Streamlabs was doing. I swear I set the dimensions properly, but didn't look like it. Okay, the one problem we have here is this is a little small. So it might, like, leave marks if I draw over it. Yeah, it looks fine. It's more the dimensions I was kind of worried about, but I did test it myself in my restream chat. And I just sort of test until it showed a whole bunch. So it should be fine. Yeah, but I gotta... What should I do? I have another one from the Ohuhu mixed media sketchbook. Let me grab that. See if that, like, squareness, because I think it's about this width, but it's square. Let me grab that. It's right behind me. Right. So this is by Ohuhu, so it is pretty good for markers, but I have noticed... Oh, I can just dox myself. That's fine. It's my business address. But I noticed, like, this looks okay now because it's been, like, squished, but there is a bit of warping. It's not so bad with markers, it's worse with gouache. Yeah. Oh, this was the Muji. Aw, we're going down memory lane. These ones. I sometimes use the brown one in class, but actually my favorite pen is the Sarasa vintage color in the, what is like brown gray, because I find black is a little too harsh, but I need something dark enough that even elderly students can see it, and myself. haven't seen it before. Like this style? This is not my usual. This is more like my usual. This is with gouache. Or this is a, yeah, is this acrylic gouache or regular gouache? I think it's acrylic gouache. Ooh, not all of these are very good though. This has so many views on TikTok. This was 2022. And I posted a, oh yeah, do the owl. Oh, this cat, I don't know, I don't like her. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've improved a lot since then. Oh no, not this one. I think this is the one that has the most views because I recorded myself drawing it. Yeah, I like this one. I do really like this one. Honestly, I might make a print of this. Honestly, just, you know, like the raw, sketchy nature of it. I really like it. No, what is it? If there's trouble, hoot like a barn owl. And what is it from The Hobbit? I don't know. What's a good owl? It depends on the owl, doesn't it? We have... What do we have at my mom's house? They go, oh, oh. They're very... They sound very gentle. Oh yeah, I like this one too. I do sell this as a sticker though. This one I just scanned. I was like... We're keeping like the rough edges and everything because I think it looks cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. More Final Fantasy art. Yeah, but I didn't like those, so I didn't show them. I never did a painting of this one. Ooh, this is alcohol markers. I think this is with Sedia markers. This video never came to light. Christmas before last, I got the Holbein watercolors, and I put them into, I got a tin as, what's a palette as well. I don't like those ones. I like the ones in the other book better. Did you see those ones? I don't know what you've seen. This father just brought up earlier because it fell off my wall. And then it got like all bent. He got all bent. I was trying to flatten him out. This was my first time ever using alcohol markers. This was the Ohuhu's, like the triangle ones. And then I did a Tifa in here, which I don't really like, but my favorite one was Barrett, which encouraged me to get the skin tone. Oh, this is a sketch for that one. I feel like he looks so different in the sketch. And then I tried using carbon paper. And I was like, that's alright. Yes, Barrett. It was so hard to mix these colors because I had like, what, 24 colors? And I imagine stops here. I didn't finish anything past here. But yeah, so that's why I asked this Christmas, the Christmas after I do this was Obon like 2 years ago. I asked for the skin tone set, and that's my favorite set of Ohuhu markers, the Honolulu skin tone set, because I use it for so many things, and you can see by how dirty the barrels of the markers are. You can see it in a bit because we'll grab some, but those are my absolute favorite colors for sure. Oh, these are like, I think I got these from Daiso or Sedia. These are really bad watercolors. And then messing around with pumpkins. Where is it? I was looking for the, oh, it's in the back. That's all right. I like going down memory lane sometimes. Just did that in my other sketchbook. Is this gonna fit? Oh, yes. I think it's perfect. Right, we don't want it to bleed through the back. Okay. So we'll do that. Where's that tape that I had? Oh, here it is. Let's not waste any tape. Oh, that's gonna look annoying. I'll put it in the bottom so you can't see it. I'm gonna tape it down just so the top page here doesn't wiggle. I'm working on the third installment of my Fair Foods set. So I can show it again. I showed things earlier. I just taped this down. Hold on. I can show you the actual art. I was going to show you... Oh, thanks for the follow. Ding! Uh-oh. Let me turn on. I was waiting for my friend to message me. So I didn't turn on manner mode. Manner mode? What is it called? Do not disturb. That's different. When you like press this switch on the side, in Japanese it's mana mode. So I don't remember what it is in English. Silence? Silence. Okay, so the first installment, which I do have a video of, is the pretzel. So we'll do a little recap. We got a pretzel, which I think is quintessential summer fair food. And then last Friday, we did a corn dog on stream. And so that is 2 out of... How many am I doing? I think I decided 5 is a good number. So I think we're doing French fries now. And then next we'll do a caramel apple. And then we'll finish off... It looks so... Like, the ketchup looks really juicy. That's why I chose the reference image, because it was all glossy. And I used a white gel pen. But yeah. So I think we're gonna do French fries now, and then we're gonna do a caramel apple, and after that is cotton candy. And that will be our 5 foods. Any more than that, and they probably won't fit on a sticker sheet, unless I make them super tiny, which is no fun. Who wants? Well, some people want super tiny stickers, but you can't see the artwork that way. So yeah, I'm taping the bottom here. It's a little cut off, and that's fine. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm gonna grab my colored pencils first. You'll be able to see it soon. I know it's like barely visible because I had to draw light. So I'm using the Arctic 72 colors. If I had all the money in the world, apart from buying a Switch 2 and a PS5, I would also buy either a full set of these or a full set of Holbein colored pencils. Because these ones are nice and soft and they're good for layering on top of either gouache or alcohol markers. Just like Prismacolors. Honestly, I would love more Prismacolors. I only have a set of 12 from high school. Let's see, we're starting with the box. And the box is white, which will be interesting. I think it will make it stand out from the other works in like a background. I do a colored background. So I think that would be a good idea to keep it white. I don't think there's a point in changing it. So that means like, what are we seeing? Maybe I'll make this a little bigger so that I know where my Bristol board is sitting. We gotta do like a warm gray, right? So I try to do the outlines. Look, this is a cool gray. It specifically says cool gray. We want a warm gray, right? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, phone. Which one's... So this says specifically warm gray. Got it. I do commissions of various types. I love doing commissions. Haven't gotten any in a long time though. Mostly family members. My first big commission was, when I say big, I mean it was like a big canvas. It was actually like an old CAD camp teacher that I still had on Facebook. I wish he would have waited a couple years because, you know, when you're first doing commissions, you got a lot of practicing to do. I'm gonna move this because it's blocking the sunlight. But yeah, I do digital, I do canvas. When I do canvas, it's acrylic gouache on canvas. Because acrylic gouache is very pigmented, and I can't use oils because of my asthma. Because of my asthma. always sounds weird because of asthma. And I've tried the water-soluble oils by Holbein, and still have trouble. So, good. I have them. They're sitting on my shelf, and I'm like, man, I spent money on those. As for alcohol markers, I've gotten just so into alcohol markers in the last year or so. But they're not light fast, so I would not feel comfortable offering commissions unless the person like understood. If I send them the original, it's probably gonna like fade away. But prints I think would be nice. Like for digital art, obviously people print the art. Okay, let's grab our ruler. Yeah, so that's kind of my goal. If you go on my website, which my gallery hasn't been updated in quite a while, but the commission stuff is still the same. There's an option to, like, it's all laid out in more detail than it is in like my Discord. There's basically, you can get the artwork, and that's like the commission price, and then you can just pay for additional stickers, and it's not that expensive for me to make them because I make them myself. So it's basically almost the cost of materials and just a little bit of my time, basically. So they're pretty cheap. My friend actually commissioned some paintings from me on like circular canvases. Oh, thanks for the follow. Wow, another follow. And she was like, can I also get some stickers? So this is hard to see. I might actually get my light out. I've been charging it. I thought the sunlight was good enough, but now I can't see. The video looks fine, but I can't see. Let me clip it like here. Ooh, kind of weighs it down. That's fine. Okay, I can see a little bit better. Just my shadow in the window. Sunlight coming in the window. It's making it hard for me to see these barely visible lines. But yeah, so my friend got some paintings. I could probably go darker with that, actually. And then she got stickers as well, which is pretty easy. I just scan the artwork and then print it and then cut it out on either my Silhouette or my Cricut. I feel like that's super light. Like, if graphite didn't smudge with alcohol ink, then I probably could just use the graphite, but it does smudge. Okay, I'm gonna have to change pencils, I think, because I don't think it's dark enough. Okay, I was like looking at the chat and I was like, it's blank. I'm sure an emoji will load in a minute. It did load. Okay, there we go. That's more visible, right? Okay, we can see that. I don't think you have any, but what limitations do you have towards the commissions? Like, is there a genre you won't do because you're not familiar with its style, i.e. sci-fi? I do actually have a list on my website. I can show you actually. Since we're already talking about it, let's just open up my website. Website I haven't been on in absolute ages. I don't even know if I have it bookmarked. I gotta just go to my link tree. You want to see my link tree? Here. Let's do a little window capture. There we go. My website. And then commission me. So all the details are here and a form. So like digital art. I wrote $21 per hour. No, that's fine. I figured I should just explain in more detail, in case anyone's wondering. This is what I guess she was my art teacher once. She was like the substitute art teacher. This is what she recommended. So it's basically, for example, this one took 3.5 hours. It's pretty smooth. So it didn't take a super long time when I really got into it. So that would be like $73.50. But if it takes longer, which sometimes it can take like 10 hours depending on complexity of work, it could be more, but I will obviously give a quote. initially. Then acrylic gouache on canvas. These are the sizes I offer. Acrylic gouache on canvas paper is a little cheaper, and I think it's probably a little cheaper to ship because it's not as heavy. Gouache on paper, and then custom stickers. So any commissioned artwork can be made into matte or glossy die cut stickers. And because the artwork's like already done, basically just again charging for materials. So like one sticker is like $2. And then bundle them up, 5 stickers, 8, 10 stickers, 15. So I do have some conditions, and then I think I did put what I won't draw somewhere, I think. I thought I put it here, that's why I came here. No, I guess I didn't, not on this page. Huh, I should really put that. So basically my limits are, like, mecha. Anything that's like cars or robots. I don't think I could produce good enough work like that. That I could like 100% guarantee satisfaction. So I'm into more like organic stuff. Like animals, like pet portraits, or fruit and vegetables and French fries. Clearly. And yeah, you can check out the policy. It's just like upfront payment, just because like if I start working on something, and then suddenly it gets canceled, it's like, oh, I'm out of all my materials and time and whatnot, so there's an upfront payment. But yeah, you can check that out. It's on my Linktree, which is on my like both my YouTube and my Twitch descriptions. You can find to my Linktree. All my stuff is here. My TikTok is like almost abandoned. I really don't use TikTok anymore. But you know, it's there. And I do post on Facebook and stuff like that. I just made a Discord, so this was just added on Friday. So feel free to join if you want to see some cool stuff. Stop that. Any more questions? I want to keep going with this. I just kind of... It's really the sunlight, I think, that's casting a shadow here. I think because the sun moved and the clouds also moved, so now there's more sun. Maybe, perchance, if I make that lighter and put it here. That makes a worse shadow! Wait, can I put you... maybe this way? From the opposite direction? It's a worse shadow. So let's say Star Wars, for example. Would you be comfortable in its art / style? Which Star Wars you mean? Like, do you mean the movies? As in, like, the live action movies? Or animation? Or games? There's a whole lot of Star Wars. I think any of those I would be fine with. It really... it's hard to see. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I could do animation or games. Like, I can't sell... I think it's fine. If it's something like Etsy, you cannot sell that kind of stuff because of copyright reasons. I think it's like a personal artwork. I think it's fine. Not on Etsy, but like on my, you know, through PayPal or whatever. I don't think anyone's coming after me. I'm not making like t-shirts with their characters on or anything. Which is shocking because Etsy has so much stuff. People just make so much stuff, which it's like cool and fun. Like, I love to see like Animal Crossing themed stuff on Etsy, but it's so risky. Okay, well, you can always DM me, or if you go to my website, there's a form, like I said, so you don't even have to worry about like hashing things out. It's all the questions, all the details I would need are right there, and then you would have my email as well. It goes straight to my email, so I've replied to you from there. Etsy seller. I just got another favorite. Oh. Etsy's been really slow. There is a snail. Actually, if you go to my... I don't have, like... I'm not partnered or affiliated with Twitch yet. Hopefully. Maybe someday. I don't know. But I made this whole set of emotes. And the snail is a part of them. And there's a whole bunch. And like the notification for a follow, that's one of them as well. But if you go on my Discord, you can see all the emotes. So I have like a whole set, and the snail is one of them. It's my little friend. And I was saying at the beginning of stream that right here is supposed to be like my profile in my browser. That's clearly the theme of this overlay, and I did that art this morning. That's supposed to be me. So yeah, I like doing pixel art too. I think it's super fun. Alright, let's get into this. I'm getting too distracted, man. I was hoping to play like starting. Should I do this part? Yeah, I think the gray is better than like the French fry color. I think so. Careful though. This curve. Just a little at a time. I don't understand. Sometimes I see people with like paint markers and they do like these big curves in one go, and I'm like, I could never. How do you have such control? Me on Procreate, even with stabilization turned up to like 80, takes me like 10 tries to get the perfect curve. See, you probably can't see, but I did mess it up, which is fine. It won't. So this color pencil is probably gonna lighten up a bit. I mentioned this several times before, but in previous streams and videos. But when I draw over, the alcohol marker is gonna lift it a little bit, and so we'll go back over with color pencil, like basically at the very end, and we'll get all our details. So usually I go in with like what the darkest shade will be. It's not supposed to really be like line art. It's not that stylized, I guess. But like the darkest shadow color. And I'll go around the edges because it makes it look a bit more 3D. And any other details we might want. Because even on Bristol board, this is Bristol board by the way. I said that already. I'm not too heavy here. It's not lightning. I'm using a kneaded eraser so it doesn't damage the paper. And I know a lot of people roll it, but it doesn't lift it enough. So I'm just lightly doing this. But yeah, so we'll go in later with color pencil, and it will make it look more sharp, because even with Bristol board, it does, like the marker ink does bleed a little bit. And so it doesn't look super duper sharp. And the color pencils will bring it all together. Oh, where's my mod when I need him? It's probably too early. Hold on. It's on Twitch, right? Boo! Blocked. Oh god, I might actually have to go on Twitch. It might play audio, because Twitch is done like that, where it does not automatically mute it. Shut up! Let's see. Stream manager. Make sure they're good and blocked. Yeah, I banned them from Restream chat first. Oh, they brought me somewhere else. Why? Why did you do that? No, don't bring me back to the home page. They've changed that command. Ban. Okay, hold on. I can do this. I can do this. There we go. Locked. And wait, why won't it let me do any mod actions? Hello? Why? Do I have to add my... I don't have to add myself, right? As a mod? Rude. Yeah, I know. That's weird. Okay, I'm on Stream Manager. Quick actions. No. Oh, why does it say unstable? OBS says I'm perfectly stable. And why are the tags all messed up? Restream? What are you doing? It says Ocarina of Time. Why didn't Restream change it? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, what's their name? I need their name. Oh no, I think it loaded. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it just took a minute to load. Yeah, okay, it just took a minute. Yeah, it's fine. I can't even... I was looking for it, and then I couldn't find it, and I was like, oh, it must have loaded. Okay. It just wasn't working fast enough for me, I guess. But the tags are all wrong, for this stream. I don't know why Restream didn't change it. You are big dumb. Actually, Restream, why don't you do what you're supposed to? It's fine. It's whatever. It's in the right category. It's whatever. Let's make art. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay. We got the gray down. So, for our french fries, we have to choose like a dark brown. I'm thinking maybe this. Normally I would have swatched already. Where should I do the swatches? Over here? Is that dark enough? I think that could be dark enough, but I think some parts are gonna have to be darker, but I'll start with burnt ochre. Because I want that, it is still pretty warm. So some parts will definitely have to be darker, but we'll start with this. Yeah, I'm going kind of out of order. It is very new. I just made the Discord server on Friday. I have not been streaming seriously. I mean, I'm still not that serious, but I haven't been streaming regularly for very long. Like, I don't know. Since I guess I was streaming on YouTube for a little longer, but my Wi-Fi was not good until relatively recently. I think November, and then I just didn't have time to stream regularly anyway, and then I started multi-streaming, so I stopped streaming on Twitch for like a good while, because I mean, we weren't allowed for a long time. We had to choose. I post videos on YouTube, so I wanted to stream on YouTube as well, so I moved over to YouTube. And then we're allowed to multi-stream. So if it's not obvious, I'm using Restream, but it's the free version, so that's why there's like in the description it says it, and on the thumbnail it says it, but your girl doesn't have kind of money yet to pay this kind of stuff. So if it works, it works. But yeah, so not that long. Not that long. I've been on Etsy for a while. And so that's what made me, I mean, I liked sharing my art anyway, but I like knew I had to market myself somehow. So I kind of combined the art making and the art selling. So, I try to stream twice a week if I can, on Mondays and Fridays. That's when I don't have to go to my day jobs. I'm an English teacher. I'm not gonna say where, but well, I can say I'm in Tokyo, but I'm not gonna say what companies or schools. But yeah, the only time I have to stream is on Mondays, Fridays, unless I do like a really short stream on Wednesday. I suppose that's possible, but I always feel rushed. I used to be able to stream more, but then I got like a second teaching job, and that's in the mornings a couple days a week. And then on the weekends I work longer shifts, and Thursdays I shift. So yeah, it just doesn't really work out any other days, so it's Monday and Friday. Unless I have doctor's appointments, which usually are on Fridays. So occasionally I will not be available on a Friday. Okay. Alright, so far so good. I like did some lines like this that aren't on the edge, just so I know where some of the like more obvious divots and stuff are. I don't want to go too dark on those either, because not all of them are super dark. Like here, this will be fun because it's like really, really crispy here, so that'll be a lot darker. I'll probably go over that with the dark marker, but also darker colored pencil at the end. Alright, I think that's our colored pencil, just so we can see what we're doing basically. Let's put this away. And then we'll have to choose some markers. Usually I'll do that before the colored pencil. I guess I was a bit distracted today. We'll get rid of some of that graphite because I erased most of it, but if you draw over graphite with alcohol markers, like directly, it will smudge the heck out of it. So not cute. Alright, I think we can put the table away. This way. Took out the Muji pen, it's in the wrong spot. Go back to your spot. Okay, that's away. And we'll grab our markers, which we might have to do a little finagling. Ugh, why am I sweating? It's hot today, but it's supposed to be so hot tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 94. Or like, what is that in Celsius? Like 32? 30? It's something crazy like that. 30 is 85. It's supposed to be 10 degrees Fahrenheit. More than that, almost. Stupid hot for June. At the end of the El Nino, we're on La Nina now. I thought it would be a little better, but I guess we're getting a heat wave. Alright, so we're gonna pick out some markers. We're gonna swatch them out. You're not going to be able to see everything. I apologize. I just don't have a big enough desk. Ah! Okay. Let's see. Maybe we'll do the sort of white box first because it has like the least amount of color. So I'm looking at like a light gray, but it needs to be a warm gray. So maybe we'll actually take out, this is from Can Do. It's called light warm gray. Let's see, I'll do it over here. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that looks like perfect. It'll dry a little later. Wait, do they use the American spelling? Yes, they do. And then maybe warm gray 0. I think that's good. I wonder if we could just get away with those. That is... I usually use the numbers and letters. WG0. WG0.5. And I know there's a lot of yellow from the background, so it is like it's hitting the white. But I might want to, we'll see at the end if I want to layer some yellow on top, but I kind of want to resist that because it's not going to be on a background, it's going to be on a sticker sheet with other pieces of art, and so I want it to be as cohesive as possible. So we're going to try to reduce as much of the like bounce back, oh, itchy throat, like the atmospheric lighting. We're gonna try to reduce that as much as possible. In terms of like where the light's coming from, I think that's fine. I think basically all of my reference images, the light is coming from the top left anyway, so it'll be fine, but even if it comes from a different direction, I also think that's okay. I just want the, like, we don't want one to be super duper yellow and everything else to be like really neutral. So I think we're gonna resist adding yellow to the white. This looks super pink though. I wonder if that is what I want. I don't have anything particularly lighter, so I think that's what we're gonna have to go with. Normally, what am I doing? I'm like going all out of order. I would look at the swatch cards. And we compare the swatch cards. So let's see, where are my grays? YG, oh that looks pretty good, YG080. We used that for the corn dog, didn't we? The mustard? YG0, oh YG050, isn't that a little lighter? And YG040, we gotta find these YGs. YG stands for yellow gray, that's obvious. They should be in my gray section, but I don't see them. This one's YG0 or CG070. Where are my YGs? Can I like see a Y? Oh, this is a gray. Why is that back there? I probably saw a Y and moved it to the, yep, here it is, to the yellow section. And I was putting everything away. Yep, I sure did, didn't I? Okay, I think now that this is dry, I know it's hard to see, but you'll see it up close later. I think YG 0.5 is too pink. So we're gonna banish her. And we're gonna do YG 040. Oh, see, that looks a lot better. Ah, the lip nib. YG040, and then I'm just wondering if we even need that. YG050 should be a tiny bit darker. YG0, and then YG060 should be darker. Yep. I think I'll go with those three. Sorry, Candu, but I'll put you there. YG060. Okay. Cool. Now time for the French fries. This will be the fun part. So we need some yellowy yellows. So I think we should probably start off anyway with that Copic we got not too long ago. The Copic Chow Y000. So that's the very, very lightest I have. That bit too, but I'm judging just from the cap. I shouldn't do that. Where did you go? Is it this one? Oh, I got a new Copic, by the way. It's in my backpack. I forgot to add it to here. I should grab it right now. This one's Pale Lemon. Ah! Colored on my finger. Good thing I'm wearing a black sweatshirt. I'll just swap it on there. So it's Y000. That'll be our base for sure. Let me grab that Copic from my backpack. I got it on Saturday. If I don't grab it now... Oh, I got dry shampoo. Then it should be next to the dry shampoo. Where is it? I guess I might use it in this one. I was complaining last time about not having an in-between shade for like the really light pinky red and then like a more medium red, and then I found like a more orangey Ohuhu, which was kind of perfect, and then when I tried using it, it was really no different from me blending the crap out of the light one into the medium one. I cannot... It's like disappeared into the void. Hello? Are you there? I didn't put it in my pencil case. I know I didn't. I just put it in here because I got to my friends and they just threw it in here. Oh! I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. It didn't want to come out. Here we go. I wonder if this will be too pink though for this one. This is another Copic Chow, and it's R02. I forget what the name of this was. It's all taped up. Let's swatch that onto my swatch card. And we can see, but I have a feeling it's gonna be too like red for the French fries. I need a new swatch card. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think it's too warm or like pinky. Maybe. I don't know, man. Like some bits I'm like, actually. Sorry, you can't even see it. It's this one right here. What is this? R0 Copic R02. It looks a lot more yellow on my monitor, so I'm not sure what camera's making it look like. It's possible. I'm gonna put it down on the paper. I'm gonna put it down just because... Why not? Oh, I don't know. What? Sorry. Look, next to that yellow, it does honestly look a little too... Oof. What about this pale orange? It seems kind of similar, but it's a bit lighter. too orangey. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just crossing it out. Alright, let's get to the real yellows then. So I think E220 sand, one of my favorites. I think this one got quite dirty as well because I use it so often. I put the E's here. Yeah. I think that would be a good one for like the crispier bits. Again, it looks really orange on my monitor, but I think my monitor tends to up the saturation a lot. Let's put down here. Oh yeah. E220. And then I think E210 might be good. Again, this is layered on top of yellow. So I think that would be good. E210, E280, E400, E210. Do you see it? It's in the yellow section. E2. Wow, all the way over there. Okay, that's weird. Oh, you can tell I like this one because it's all dirty. Okay, that will be a nice transition from the E220. E210. And I'm putting down a whole bunch of colors. Oh, hello, welcome back. I haven't made much progress. Y050. Definitely want that one. Summer lemon. I believe I did use this to draw lemon. I made my sticky notes from. 0, 0, 0. And then Y030, of course. I just feel like I have to. It's a little darker than the Y000. But not quite as light. Y030. Y000. Yellow Dahlia, I think, would be a cute one. Y260, Y230. Y230. Would that be good? Am I missing? Oh, I'm missing a swatch seat. I was like, what the heck? Oh, I'm missing two. Okay. Y230. Deep cream. Looks like this. I feel like E210 is really similar. It was E210. Fun. But it's lighter. Yep. We'll decide later. I was like E230, right? Oh, E280. Oh, Y230, not E. Y230. I was in the shower and I was thinking, what sound would an ant make? Now I pass it on to you. What is your best impression of an ant? They don't have vocal cords, but they do have, like, there are lots of different insects. What did I just put down? Y230? So I imagine they're similar to a cricket or a grasshopper. If they did have chords, it would be like the highest pitch sound, like, but they don't. So I think they probably do make some sound, and it's used with like the hydraulics or whatever. Not hydraulic. Yeah, hydraulics, basically. Because they're tiny. Of course they would sound like even tinier than mice. Did I write Y230? Okay, Y260 was what I was looking for before. This is always the longest part of any artwork. Oh, this one. 260 and Y270. You can tell I like it because it's disgusting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna work so well. Y260. Y260 and Y270 for sure. The nice crispy bits. Y270. I play a lot of games, but recently I've done a lot of Skyrim. That's why I've been streaming a lot. Stardew. I streamed Fire Red not too long ago. And I've been playing Leaf Green on my own. I was playing Bully as well. Love Bully. And of course Stardew. A lot of Zelda, so a lot of Ocarina of Time. I was doing randomizers on stream as well. And of course I like Majora's Mask, but I don't play it as much as Ocarina of Time. And of course like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I don't really, if I had access to Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, I'd probably be playing them too. But I don't. What else? I played a little, my friend convinced me to get Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't really want to. But I felt bad because like obviously a lot of people boycotted the games. But the lady they were boycotting is not the one who developed them. She does get the money, but she didn't develop them. You know what I mean? And I feel like now that I know more about the game, there are some specific parts where it feels like the developers blatantly put certain things in. And I'm like, that's cool. I appreciate that. So I have been playing it on my Switch a little bit. I think I downloaded it around Christmas time when my friend was staying over. But I haven't played much of it since. Have barely done any of God of War 2018 and have barely played any of Witcher 3 even though I downloaded them. Not to say they're bad, but it feels like, I don't know, it's just a big commitment. It's hard for me to, like, I think this would be good. E240? Chamois? E240? E2? E280? Keep seeing you. E440? E440? What's that? Wait. Wait a minute. E220. Am I missing another swatch card? Uh-oh. It's not. What? Oh my god, I am! I was like, I'm seeing colors. This is my favorite swatch card. These are all from the skin color set, the skin tone set. So the Skyrim playthrough, how are you enjoying that? You're playing with any mods? I'm playing on the Switch, so no mods. I originally played Skyrim on the Xbox 360. It came out, in 2011, right? Oh, I keep hitting the microphone with my hair, I'm sorry. I put it in a bun, it just keeps smacking it. And then for my birthday, my sister and I have a twin sister, so we have the same birthday. We got a 360 in January of 2012 with Skyrim. And I very much enjoyed it. So of course when it came out on the Switch in like 2018, I got it. But then I played so many hours and then obviously I stopped because I had finished and then I didn't touch it since. And so now I'm just getting back into it again. And so it's like I'm remembering a lot of things, but then also it's almost like playing the game again for the first time because I've forgotten so many things. I feel like we're gonna need Y12. Where's Y12? I'm 30. I turned 30 this year. Alright, our set Y12. There we go for the really crispy bits. 12. And per chance, I don't know if I should go in with colored pencil rather than like this really dark brown wire 9.5. 30s? You're supposed to have like your life together. I don't know. It's not as scary like as it felt as a child. I feel like nowadays 30s is genuinely like the new 20s, and that people in their 20s are like teenagers. I certainly don't like, if there's so many posts now or like videos like comparing people in their 30s from like the 1980s to people in their 30s now, and like, thank the Lord for sunscreen. You know what I mean? And of course, no smoking, right? All that kind of stuff. So I feel like we're in a good time to be in our 30s. And what was that? That was Y9. I feel like I could use that. It's a little transition shade. Anything else we think we need? I need like a yellow. So I'm thinking it's gonna be this one, but I have to check the swatch sheet. I should just get rid of these Daiso ones. They don't blend that well. Yeah, is this 102? It is 102. 102. Oh, that is like a French fry yellow if I ever saw one. What did I say? 102. Maybe Intonation isn't that great. I can't remember what I said 2 seconds ago. I'm just distracted. It's fine. I'm fine. Medium yellow sounds good as well. 134. I feel like 917 is just too close to Y030, so I'm thinking we're gonna skip that. Oh man, see how I'm going? I'm never gonna be organized when I reach 30. What I've learned as now officially a 30-year-old is it's not real. It's not real. Especially in this day and age. I don't have a house. I don't have a family. No one knows what they're doing. No, I mean like the idea that people have their lives together when they reach 30. They're just pretending. No. No, it's just you never really grow up. You know what I mean? Like the idea that if you just spend more time on this earth, I guess you get used to some things. Like, I'm okay with going to the tax office now, but I still have the people there do my taxes. So I can blame them if anything goes wrong. So, yeah. I guess we just shouldn't worry about it, huh? Life's gonna life. I actually cannot find Y50. It looks absolutely nuts. See, this is what I mean. Look at this. That looks like a gorgeous, like, orangey yellow color. Look at this. This is beige. I couldn't find it because it looks so different. Oh, yeah. I keep saying that. I need to stop. Of course they're perfect. Of course they're good colors. That's why I'm choosing them. Okay, I'm gonna stop that there. I think it's time to get to... Don't be alarmed, that was just the sound of the bag hitting the floor. Nothing breakable in there, I think. Alright, now we have to position the camera again. I did at some point when I was filming some video, I had a basket and I like put my markers in the basket because I saw some other art YouTuber doing that. Not my life. I'm a pretty organized person. But this is fine for me. Like, why would I do the extra step? Oh, I clicked a thing. I put it in slow-mo. There we go. It was on cinematic mode. Why? I swiped it by accident. Yes. Okay, we can see the French fries, right? You mentioned no family. What do you mean? No, like no children. No, no partner, no children. Just me. Though I don't live in the same country as any family, to be fair. Technically speaking. Yeah. We were gonna start with the white, because that seems like its choice, so let's grab our grays. We had one, two, three, right? We're gonna stop there. Let's start with the lightest, and oh, I want the brush tip. Okay, officially art time. Or does work that up most of your time? Oh, you mean work take up most of my time? I have some free time, but nah. Let's see, I think all of this can be this. We're doing it. I mean, I guess I did colored pencil. So we technically have started the art already, but this is where it feels real. How long have I been streaming? An hour and 50. Whoa, 2 minutes already, and I haven't even started. And don't worry if I go outside the lines. I can clean that up after I scan it. I will clean it up on Procreate probably. Ever heard of Duos X? I guess probably not. I know Duos Ex Machina is like a trope. Oh, I feel like I went with the wrong one first, but that's fine. Oh, that was the middle shape, wasn't it? Oh no. This one. What the heck? That seems so much cooler now that it's drying up, so it was the right one. It's gonna lighten up. Let's see, we got a little bit of this going on. And it's, what's the word again? Not bowing. Is it bowing? Is that the word? Warping. Warping's the word. It's warping just a little bit. I'm gonna do something like this. What is Duos X? I can guess where it comes from, like, obviously that's Latin. Blend this out. Okay, maybe we'll do the fine print on this one. The video game series, so it is a video game series. For what? What systems? Is it popular? Am I just out of the loop? Is it new or old? Tell me more. That's okay, right? I was thinking skip some bits, but that's fine. This one. Brush nip. And just a bit. The recent game. Oh, so like it's an old series, but they just came out in 2016. What kind of game? Is it like what? Like RPG? This one's sort of breaking up. I'm gonna go over with colored pencil later. So I'm gonna put this out. Is it? It is really shaking when I do that. Stop shaking the desk now. Okay, just make sure it's. So it does go on much darker. Now I feel like this part. Oh, there's like another. You can almost not see it. ARPG. Almost not see it. I'm gonna have to do this. 04, right? That's the latest one. I've got no ruler. I wouldn't put colored pencil there anyway because it's so light. I've got no ruler. Did I just ruin it? I can clean up later. This might be a job for the colorless blender. Will it lift the color enough? Let's see what it draws. I want this to be really light. Okay, but now it does feel like we need something here now. Don't have anything lighter. Yeah, just a happy accident. There are no mistakes here. Oh, Bob's in my chat. I like to see him on the screen. Yeah, this is like feeling, I don't know, maybe it'll come together. We'll let it sit. Because in the reference image, it's like white, and this is quite dark. Yeah, I didn't watch the documentary. I'm gonna assume from what I've heard of it, most of it's true. Oh, yeah, sometimes I go and watch a video. I've never painted along with a video of his though. Someday I should. It's just that he uses oil paints. And I can't. So I'm gonna go in with the lightest yellow just over everything. If there are, I'm an English teacher. If there are any super white highlights, which there aren't that many, but I might add some just to like make it fit in with the vibe of everything else. I will go in later with a gel pen and or my Holbein soft white. Maybe stream idea. Maybe. I've seen people do Bob Ross paintings with acrylic, but I think it would be good to do it with slow drying acrylics. So I'd have to buy some retardant. I don't know, I would go to Sekaido or something, an art shop, and see what they have. Because I've seen like some brands like Golden, I think, sell slow drying acrylic paints. Because you have to blend a lot, and acrylics just dry too quickly. So he like takes his big old brush and he like blends all the way across the canvas, and that's just not possible to do after like half a minute with acrylic paints, unless you add a retardant to them to make them dry slower. So that might be fun. I know Golden sells some, but I think it might be more economical to just buy some medium. I'm like, I think I saw it at Uzawaya, like a craft store. I think I saw some and almost bought it. But I haven't done a lot of painting in a long time. Well, digital painting, yeah, but since I got super into alcohol markers, it just feels so much more convenient to not have to like get a paper towel, get 2 different cups of water, get my palette, make sure there's enough room on my desk for my palette. So, I don't know, I was into gouache for a super long, maybe not super long time, but I was super into gouache, right? And a lot of my early videos, when I started posting again on YouTube, were of gouache paintings. And I still like a lot of the gouache stuff that I've done. I just haven't done it in a while. And then acrylic gouache, I love acrylic gouache. I don't know. What did I last? I think I painted a pumpkin. I'm trying to preserve some of this really light yellow. Chisel tip, but that's fine. I'm just blending. This way. I keep shaking the desk. Why does it keep shaking so much? I think it's... Oh. Okay. See you soon. I'm gonna go basically... I've explained this in previous videos, but I'm basically gonna go over everything from light to dark. Even if, you know, like I know there's gonna be a darker brown in this section here, but I want everything to be cohesive and like the yellow to show through. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need to preserve any light yellow there, but here I do. Oh, I just started getting hungry. Why am I hungry? Because it's 5:29. What the heck? When did that happen? I have to go back to work tomorrow. I could color this color. We're still in like a really cool yellow. We're gonna warm it up later. Not too warm. Like this. I don't know. I wanted to stream a game later. But now it's already 5 o'clock. I'm wondering if I'll be too tired. Because I do have to go back to work tomorrow. First time in a while. Oh. I have to take my medicine. I hope I have enough water in here. Yeah, I woke up too early this morning, man. I'm not sleeping enough. But maybe it'll make it easier to get up morning for work. It feels so early to be taking this medicine. 5:30. Yeah, what time? Something 8:30 now. 3, 2, 3, 3. Okay. I always set reminders on my phone so I never forget. And I change based on when I wake up and take my medicine. Change them. I don't know if that's best practice. I suppose you should take your medicine at the same time every day. But like sometimes you gotta get up at like 6 o'clock for like an early appointment or something. Don't wait. Hello. I'm not gonna wait to take my medicine. Now I'm hoping I didn't add any extra french fries, which is fine if I did. It just makes it easier to follow the reference if I didn't. And I really tried not to. But I don't think this gap here is in the reference. That's this french fry. I don't know how I ended up with that, but that's fine. I think there's like some bits we have to preserve here. And like here. Got it. Thought it was gonna bleed too much. Hold on, I just. It's because I keep uncapping the markers and it's like shaking. My desk has a little fold out bit that I pretty much always leave up. A leaf. It wiggles a lot. And I think because my microphone's attached to it as well. It adds weight to it. So sorry if we shake a little bit. I'll let you know if it's an earthquake. We did have an earthquake. It was in Chiba. I mean, we always have earthquakes, but there was a noticeable one in Chiba the other day. I think it was while I was streaming, but I chose not to say anything. It was a big deal or anything. It's just normally, I mean, we have a lot of earthquakes, but you don't always feel them. I think I added an extra french fry right to the end here. I don't think that's in the reference, but it felt too empty. I'm gonna have to make something up for that little guy. I almost forgot these ones. Oh my god. These are the cool ones. They make it more dynamic. That's why I wanted this reference image. If I do another Stardew stream, I'm gonna do, like, what am I gonna do? Is it gonna be a challenge? Like, I kind of wanted to play it vanilla because I haven't done much of the 1.6 update. I know it's been ages. But, yeah, like, what are we gonna do? Because I remember around October or something, I was doing a witchy playthrough where, like, our goal is to make, like, we're gonna have we got a player cabin and we were gonna turn that into like a witchy cafe, like a potion shop or something. And then the update happened and I'm pretty sure a lot of those mods just won't work anymore. I'm gonna go to the next darker color. This one is just all dark. It's gonna be really crispy. Going on the edges again. I'm gonna use the first, like the lightest shade to blend out. I use the darker shade, it might get too dark. If I use the colorless blender, it's gonna pick up too much ink. We want to keep this part light, but there's a big shadow like that, and then it's sort of like, it's like that. Like so. I might keep that a sharp edge, I'm not going to blend it out. And then I guess this part we want to preserve still. I have to keep reminding myself it's gonna dry later. Because it looks super dark. I'm gonna blend this out though. Maybe keep a little bit of this light and blend that out. Going French fry by French fry? French fry by French fry. One at a time. And there's more of this visible than there is in the reference, but that's fine. Be all dark because it's way in the back. And this one has light bits like in the middle. I want to make it kind of blotchy, you know what I mean? Not just like a line. So you can see the texture. And we're going to blend that out. Ooh. And now we're on. It's hard to keep track of which ones we're on. I think this one's technically 2 fries, but I made it into one. And there's like a really light bit right there. I'm gonna do it like that. And then this. Oh, yes, this one. This one's got a lot of shape. Interesting shape. Not all of the edges have to be smooth, but we're not quite at like the high contrast areas yet. I'm gonna bring this in more. I don't think that much of it was so light. Don't need to use chisel tip. That's fine. The long boy. Did anyone see those Longman commercials? People talk about Japan sometimes having good commercials. It's true sometimes. They've been pretty tame recently, I think. Even the silly ones. But that Long Man saga, that was something else. That was something else. It was gummies, by the way. It's like a rope gummy. And yeah, no, you have to see the whole song yourself. Look up Long Man on YouTube. I don't want to spoil anything. I really want to say some things, some commentary, especially for Pride Month, about the Long Man saga, but I won't spoil it. Spoil it. You have to watch it for yourself. I'm not going to ruin the amazing emotions that you will feel. What are you doing? You're like this? Like that? Did I even put any? I must have put the light one. Oh, Jesus. We got this. Who's done with this color? Not gonna forget the floating ones. Can go pretty far in with this color. I think I'm being a little too scant. I like how Bob is still in my chat. Hi Bob. He's just watching me. Okay, without that texture in this, I'll just make something up. Oh, my fingers turn yellow. Which side is this? I want this side. Oh, it's all sticky. It's all sticky. Okay. feel like I should have gone like this. I'm so sorry. Does that bother you as much as it bothers me? It really bothers me. I should have gone clockwise. I've been doing this whole time. Oh my god. Sometimes it's this Copic marker. I gotta wait every time it shakes the desk. Try to do it without my elbows on the desk. Trying to get the interesting little, shapes. Do a little more texture. Interesting contours, maybe that's what I mean. So they look soft, like fluffy potato. Okay, I think that's it for the Y050. I'm gonna start coming together soon. Because now we're getting into the darker colors. So I think E210, we gotta check how that layers. Like if you can't see this, it's not on camera. Do we like that? I feel like we gotta go in with this first, This like, it doesn't have a name on it. These ones don't have names. They're like the bright yellow. The saturated, the highly saturated yellow. We're just gonna pop it in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's pretty much everywhere on this one. Just up that saturation. And do a little bit of texture as well, which I want to blend out. I don't want any spots, but blotches. You know what I mean? A blotch is different from a spot. This needs a little more here. Now I just have the song la, 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 stuck in my head. I think I had those gummies once. They're okay. I like grape flavored things, so I think that's like their most popular flavor. Oh, we'd love to see it, like the contrast. When there's a light spot, you just bring in a little bit of dark. Sure it's blended out here. This one's pretty light on the right side. It's kind of like this. I know our french fries are kind of disappearing as they are reaching this like a similar color to the colored pencil, and the colored pencil is also lifting, but it's fine. They will be much more defined when we get in there with our darker colors. I like this one. It's got a nice cool texture to it. It's like wiggly. Now this one's probably my favorite. It's the Long Long Man. just don't want it too stark in most places. So I'm just going over it again with the lightest color, not the colorless blender, because that would lift too much color. It's a little bit there. And as soon as I go in with the lightest yellow on top, it does really lighten it up. That's why we get a little contrast, and then it kind of goes away, and then it dries and it goes away even more. That's fine, because we're building up little by little. This one I'm just making up as I go. Okay. Alright. Cool. I might start blending with this one now. Now that we've gotten like the medium shades down. There's a lot of splattered ink here. Which one of these was splattering so much? Y260? I did put that down so I could try that yellow one now. Looks pretty yellow. Pretty yellow. I'm gonna try a little bit. This one for sure. It's a lot anyway, so even if it doesn't work out, we can cover it up. It's not so crispiest. It is a little, like, too desaturated. Now that I started, I gotta lay it down. I gotta finish. I can't just put it in one spot, then it'll look out of place. I kinda just use the lighter one again, actually. I'll go in with, like, a more reddish brown in a bit. You really like this Copic marker though, I'm glad I got it. It's becoming very useful. I wasn't sure because I was out of pearl white from Can Do. So that's basically why I got this, because I was doing my fossil set. And I went to Yuzawaya and they did not have they did not have any like really light, you know, like e-colors, like beigey browns, which is what I needed for the fossils. So I was like, dang, what do I do? And lo and behold, I found this one, which was like the closest thing to like E000. So I was like, okay, let me get the Y000, see what happens. It worked out pretty well. I like how they turned out, the ones I used it with. I think it would have been useful for the waffle artwork. I didn't have it yet at that point. Did I do these ones? Did I skip those ones by mistake again? Or I did skip them before, but dang it, I think I did. That looks better, so I must have. Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to string? I don't know. I might record. Maybe I'll record off stream. Here. Maybe I'll use the chisel nib. Oh, that's like not really rough though. The heck? I ignore this. Just too stark. Oh, hello. I didn't know you left again. You forgot to say BRB. Doesn't matter who's here though. I'm gonna keep talking just because I know people will come in. Some people enjoy the vlogs. I'm like barely looking at the reference. I should look a little more. I think at this point, like once we finish up this E210 color, we gotta warm it up a lot more. We gotta grab something more saturated. So you're from America and moved to Japan. How long have you been in Japan for and are you liking it? I've been in Japan. Well, I've been a little back and forth between the US and Japan. So I first moved to Kyoto for school in 2015. And that was my third year. So it was study abroad in my third year. And then fourth year, I went back to the US to finish school. And then I moved to Tokyo in 2017. And I've been here ever since. And I do really enjoy it. I don't have any plans to leave. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like, I don't think I can afford to live in the US right now. Unless they seriously rehaul the healthcare system. I kind of almost want to go in with colored pencils again. Just to bring back some of the contrast, but I know I'm going in with darker markers very, very soon. Like, it's gonna get better, so I think maybe I should wait. And then this weird French fry. Gonna give me some texture. Hopefully that makes sense. I can understand that. I'm lucky I'm Australian. I love and hate my country at the same time. It's a complicated relationship. I get it. I get a lot of Australians in my streams, but it makes sense. Usually it's around this time because of the time zones and English, right? Like my stream's in English, and there's not a whole lot of other countries that speak a lot of English in this time zone. Okay, what about... Yeah, this is the one I was excited for. This is really gonna warm it up. Ooh, okay. It's a lot darker than I expected. Honestly, this whole thing is actually probably this color. I'm being too light-handed. I think I should go for an in-between shade. Something in between this and that most vibrant yellow to blend it out, so I need to work quick. Y260. Oh, gosh. It's a little better. I think more in between that. That is a crispy fry. That one is very crispy. It's supposed to be. maybe Y270? Let's test it. Maybe. This seems like not... I'm gonna banish. This seems too gray. We need something more vibrant. Warm. E220 maybe? Let's try it out. You can't see this, I apologize. Keep her down. I think that could work. Who's the other one inside? About the neighbor yelling at their child? They said something outside. I'm guessing someone did something wrong? Well, music. I like all kinds of music. And I genuinely mean that. I guess I like a lot of pop. And I don't know. What have I been listening to? The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Stuck in my head. Sabrina Carpenter. Not really a Swiftie. No offense to her. I don't know. All kinds of stuff. Genuinely. Like musicals. I love musicals. Like some opera. Love a good karaoke. I usually do karaoke every year for my birthday. Let's try this and see. This is really like the same shade. This whole part here. Doggies. Oh, okay. Covered up that highlight a bit, but I think I can bring it back a bit. I should have blended this out. I hope it's not too dry. It's a little too dry. That's fine. That's fine. How are we looking? Gotta get the crispy bits. Try to add some of that texture. And maybe I'll blend out. I don't know why I grabbed the other one. Oh yeah, I like how that looks. Guess it's a bit risky because it's so thin. I could do that with colored pencil. That's about this time. This one. Where does this one? Right there. Hey! God, these are so hard. Get the caps on off. I just don't want them to dry out. There's very much a risk of that. We're getting a lot more definition. Love to see it. It's coming together. Figure out this. How's the jazz music, by the way? I got a new video, and it's not supposed to have ads, but YouTube might put some ads on it anyway. But I actually don't have my headphones in right now. Okay, good. I thought it was nice and cool and relaxing, right? We just want to chill out, have a nice conversation. do some art. But I don't have my headphones in because, like, I turned it up all the way in OBS, but if I turn it down on YouTube, so it's not too loud in my headphones, it will be too quiet. So I was like, okay, all right, I guess I won't enjoy the music. I'll just let everyone else enjoy it. Oh, I like that. It looks like toasted. It's coming together. Can't wait till I put color pencil on it. That's when it really just comes all the way together. Looks so sharp. I used to, in school, I played the flute, and then when I entered high school, I started playing piano. I started flute in 4th grade. When I entered high school, I still played the flute in the band, but then I also started learning piano outside of school. And then I think it was like my 3rd year of high school or something, I started learning tenor saxophone. But I never made it to a jazz festival. Every time there was a jazz festival, my sister played trumpet. Every time there was a jazz festival, the teacher invited her to go to the jazz festival. But then she told me flutes aren't jazz. Which is a lie. I think what she meant was they were prioritizing brass. Maybe there were like very limited slots for flute and they're already filled. My school was very small. Other schools were much larger. But yeah, flute is definitely jazz. We can do some cool jazz with flute. We did a Disney medley one year, and we did Friend Like Me. And the flute part was pretty cool. Oh, I played taiko drums as well. In college, I was the president of my taiko club. I never actually played them in Japan, though. It's like scary to like try and join a club, but I know my eye doctor's wife, I don't know if she still does it now, but he told me, this is in Japan, my Japanese eye doctor, she plays taiko in a club in a town that I'm not gonna say, but I was wearing my school jacket that I designed for the taiko club, and he was like, oh my god, my wife plays taiko, that's cool. I was like, I was the president. Not saying I'm good, but I was just the one who wanted to do the job. It was a lot of work, like trying to organize drum repairs and stuff. I don't think any got repaired when I was there because we were still working out the budget, trying to get the budget for it from the school. Like, we had to insist to them, we need drum repairs because you keep making us store the drums in this super humid closet and with other clubs stuff in it, and people would keep putting stuff on our drums, like on top of our drums, without a care in the world. Like, well, can we just throw my entire wardrobe on top of this drum? Who cares that it's like hundreds of dollars to even try to tighten it? Rude. Absolutely rude. And again, it was the most humid storage closet on campus. It's like, we tried, like, whoever, like, earlier, like when I was a freshman, the, at the time, president tried to like beg the school, can you please let us move to a different storage closet because our drums are literally being destroyed just sitting in here. But nope. I'm like, okay, if you want us to request a higher budget every year so that we can repair our drums, alright. I think they did end up getting repaired. I'll have to ask the president after me. I'll have to see if they happen to get it repaired, because I think I found a person, but by the time I left, we still hadn't been able to like bring them over. There was like one person in all of Maine. Actually, I don't think they were in Maine. They might have been in Massachusetts. So yeah, it would have been a long drive just to fix our drums, just to tighten them. They weren't even like the best drums. They were kind of like, they looked kind of MacGyvered. You see like a real taiko drum in Japan at like a festival or something. Yeah, like they don't. Ours were just like plastic tubes with like, I don't know. They were not, most of them were not made of wood. We did have an Odaiko, like not a super huge Odaiko, but Odaiko's like the biggest one. Ours wasn't super huge, but it was bigger than the other ones. And yeah, that one had a wooden drum, body. But the other ones were actually just plastic, which I guess was good because they were in the most humid closet in the world. But still, whatchamacallit, the skin, you know what I mean? The heads of the drums, the skin, I don't know what kind of skin they used. Skin, is that the right? I feel like the leather, is leather more appropriate? Because I feel like I say skin, that's fine, but I feel like people who don't know instruments are gonna be like, ew, but it's like, yeah, they're made of skin. But yeah, the skin was like, we just had to keep tightening it, and tightening. But I'm like, how do they do that? Because again, it was plastic, so they had to keep carving into the plastic. I don't know how sustainable that is compared to wood, especially like, well, I guess our wood wasn't like properly conditioned every time, but we barely ever use the Odaiko. Honestly, I don't think it needs to go much darker than this if I want to keep it sort of the same style as the corn dog, which was kind of like, yeah, I know like music people, I would say head of the drum, the skin of the drum, but yeah, I feel like non-music people are like, ew, skin? Yeah, I don't think we have to go much darker than this, but we're gonna definitely go in with these two colors, I think. We're saving Y12 till the end. I'm gonna go in with very fine tip, because this guy is toasty. I'm gonna try to get like that almost burnt texture, the charred texture. I don't want just like straight lines. You know what a really good song is? I know I've been playing a lot of Skyrim, but honestly, that's a good song. For any game, any start menu. I play it at the beginning of every stream because I leave it on the start menu when I have my... I don't think... I was using 260 before, right? Yeah. Such a good song. Like, I don't remember when I first heard it, but hearing it for the first time must have blown my mind. But I must have heard it before I owned the game, because one of my classmates had it. And I think that's when I first heard it. I was like, oh my god, these men are shouting the French horns. And then later on, the chorus does the French horn part. I'm like, oh my god. We were waiting for it. We didn't know we were waiting for it, but we were waiting for it. I kind of do. Just want to listen to the song. Oh, I was using Y9. We're going light to dark. Light to dark. I don't know why I'm using the actually. I want the texture. It's crispy. Oh. See, we're getting the definition now. Oh. What contrast. Now we go over it a little bit. I need to not do sound effects when I lay down. I keep doing that. No, I feel like that's weird. That weird? That's what I keep doing. I can't help it. It's who I am. I think some of this texture I'm putting in does not exist in the reference language, but that's fine. Just want to deepen up these bits. Need more dimension. I'm going in with the fine tips now because I don't want to go over any white spots by mistake. Also, I don't need to like go in between every french fry with a super dark color because I will be using pencil. This part's gonna be cleaned up, don't worry about it. We're gonna see if we can fix it well, but I don't know how I could have kept that pristine anyway. Skyrim in general just has such good music, like the ambient music as well. It's just so good. I don't remember the music in Oblivion. I'm sure some people also listen to Oblivion music and it is so nostalgic. I know. I'm not gonna bother being nervous about Elder Scrolls 6. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. And they already had as much as some people complain about Skyrim, they did an amazing job. It's a good game. Like, yeah, sometimes you have a stray dog follow you into a cave and then some enemies shoot it dead, and then somehow you still have dialogue with it and you tell it to go home, and then it just slides across the whole map while lying down dead, but then somehow it's still barking. Sometimes that happens, sure, but like other than that, it's a pretty good game. That was actually, I clipped that and I made it a, what do we call those for real? Sometimes mammoths just fall from the sky. It's fine, it happens. I don't think there's like a dot here, but like I want to make the area more interesting. Hello? Test? Can you hear me? It says my mic is fine. That was the wrong color. Oops. Hello? Okay. Did you have an issue on your end? My stream is fine. 6,225 kilobytes per second. That seems fine to me. Thank God, because I don't want to name any companies here, but I had some pretty bad internet before I switched over. Though I do think the internet I currently have, I do think they basically lied to me about how much it would cost. Because they are charging me like double. But I think that's really common. I don't know how happened, but my computer kills stuff. Just stop. Oh, I'm sorry. RIP, I guess. My laptop cannot do Windows 11. So I'm just gonna have to see how long it lasts me without any updates or anything. Because I can't afford an upgrade. And I really love this laptop anyway. I love painting on it. Though I don't do it often because it's a little bit inconvenient compared to like my iPad. Now that I found Medibang, basically. I don't like drawing. I figured I wouldn't like painting on my iPad because basically all I knew was like Procreate, and I tried a whole bunch of other apps, and everyone's like, Procreate's the best. I love painting on Procreate, and I just can't stand it. It's not fun. And then I found Medibang, and it's amazing. And it has a cloud, so I don't take up all my storage. It happened a few times, coming somewhat frequent, at least once or twice a week. I'm not sure if it's never like I'm not sure. I don't know a ton about I've had some weird things with my computer, mostly when I'm running programs like video editing software that takes up a whole lot of active memory. And I think my graphics card is also old, just judging from like certain crashes, like what causes a crash, like the video editing programs. But that's all I can really say. I don't really know much else, unfortunately. So I would have someone check it out if it keeps happening. At work, there's a computer where we do Zoom lessons, and I was doing a Zoom. I was in the middle of a Zoom call with a student, and the screen froze, and then it just shut off the whole PC after a couple minutes. I got this in, so I ordered it right before New Year's 2020. So it's not that old, it just sucks. Well, I mean, I guess nowadays 5 years might be kind of old, which sucks. But it doesn't support Windows 11. It's a Lenovo IdeaPad C14. C340 14-inch. Yeah, but for basic stuff, it's just an IdeaPad. As long as you can update like the operating system and stuff. 5 years in terms of hardware is not super old. Like, I have much older stuff that I still use. It's just when it can no longer keep up with the new software and stuff. That's what's frustrating. So like, it still works as long as I don't like do a ton of video. I don't edit videos anymore on my laptop. I use my phone exclusively, basically, which is why I got an adapter for my microphone for my phone, so I can do voiceovers and stuff on my phone. Because I would love a new PC that can run games and that can let me edit videos, but I don't have the funds for that. Very unfair. They keep, I don't know, like, I know Windows 11 is an upgrade, like, I know that's good. Well, it should be good, I don't know. But it is so unfair. We have to, like, the stuff is so expensive, but we have no choice but to keep upgrading. I think my phone's pretty good. It's an iPhone 13. And, like, I'm still pretty happy with it. I know, but it's just expensive. Like, I might just go, I think I have no choice but to just go for another laptop when this one gives out on me. And, like, I mostly use it, like, what I want to make sure I can do is at least paint. And I just love the Lenovo's for the painting. Someday, if I ever have a decent savings, I will make my own PC. I feel like this one is a little crisp. It's crispy. Oh yeah, it's very satisfying. Now these ones I kind of abandoned for a minute. These ones I wanted to make sure, like, we can see what is where one starts. Opponents I want to get to upgrade my system, just the GPU. Yeah. Exactly. And for me, like, my family's in the US, and basically every time I want to visit family, I feel like I did use this one. I used a little bit, I think. Every time I want to visit family, it's at least, it's like $2,000. So that's like that's more than my paycheck. I just don't think I can justify it. Like, I think to survive, people need at least a phone. Like, that's not a luxury nowadays. You need a phone. And depending on what kind of work you do, you might need a PC. Just sucks that, like, these things that are now required, that used to be considered luxuries, them now, and they're so expensive. But yeah, maybe someday. Okay, so that was that. I'm gonna do, instead of going in, and I did use some of this stuff, didn't I? So I need to bring it over at least a little bit so it's all cohesive. Maybe some little dots. I feel like, I don't know what French fry this is. I think this got cut off in the picture and I just made it up. So I can see this. I know this is like, this is a little different shape, but that's fine. I'm not going exactly for the reference image here. Well, living in Japan, what do you do in your free time? Well, a lot of my free time is that. But, D&D, which hopefully we keep up, because the friends who host it, like we play at their apartment, they're living in Japan. But, like, we still have multiple DMs in our group, so it's not like we have to stop. I will just probably start hosting again. I used to. And games. And I don't know. Sometimes go shopping. But I don't have a lot of money, so it's mostly window shopping. Why not? You can do pretty much anything in Tokyo. So, like, you want to go to the zoo, go to the zoo. Wanna go to an art gallery? Go to an art gallery. There's so many. Oh, I read. I mostly nowadays I read things that I've read before. Like The Rings. That's about it. I do read Harry Potter. So I haven't paid money. I think, well, actually, I don't think I ever paid money for a Harry Potter book. I borrowed my mom's when I first read them. Yeah. A lot of YouTube. I spend a lot of my free time watching YouTube, not gonna lie. And I do just make a lot of art. I feel like whenever I have time off, whenever it's my day off, I just feel like I have to do something. So I usually like put on a YouTube video and like do some art or like make memo pads or something, which I don't know if that's exactly a good thing. It does mean I'm very productive. I do a lot with my time, but I don't know how healthy that is. I still feel like this is like, I wonder if I could lighten this up. If it's gonna make it blotchy. This is the color splitters. When it dries, is it lighter? Maybe it's because there's no background. It just looks like it blends in. I don't know though. I feel like, let me grab my Holbein white, because I do think this part at least has like lighter bits. And there's like obviously like the paper texture, which I guess I'll do a little bit of. If it's going to be a little sticker and a sticker sheet, the texture is probably not going to be super readable. So I'm not going to go too much into like tiny details. It kind of looks like a paper texture. What if I might regret this. Is that lighter? That's a little lighter. Okay, I do like how the fries are looking. I do wonder, should I just make this a light? Because if I do the background of the sticker sheet white, which I usually do because it does save ink, I think it needs to stand out at least a little bit. Sorry, I'm not facing the microphone. It's like the lightest. We have neutral grade 20. YG080 is too dark. I guess I could, it's neutral, it's not warm, but something. CG020. Let that dry for a second. It looks too cool next to the warm grays. My favorite color is like a burnt orange, like a pumpkin, not like a neon. I must have something around me. like on my wall, but I can't take it off my wall. Like, see, I don't know if I have a marker of it. I'm on the hunt for like good pumpkin drawing markers. Oh, maybe like this candle. It looks really light on my screen, but I guess this is like waxy looking, but like a burnt orange, like a autumnal, something autumnal. I like orange. I've never been a fan of like blue. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to take some of this, at least down here. So I can even see in the reference. Like you can see it's 3D. You can see a little bit of a shadow. Gonna blend the heck out of it. Not that I hate blue, it's just like I've never been a fan of super cool colors. Oh, that was a cough. My throat is getting kind of worse from talking. I do have lozenges, but I'm not going to use straight because it'll sound weird. Let's see, how far can I go? It's weird. Okay. So you don't want me blessed. Got it. Okay, that looks a little better. It doesn't look like a paper cutout anymore. It's maybe a little thicker than I wanted, but it's because the pen bled. Okay. That's okay. That's acceptable, right? I feel like I could go in with this a little bit, like, because you can tell the light is from the top left. If I go in just like a tiny bit with this, because maybe we're not going for such harsh light as the reference image. Because we're blending into the white paper, I am using the colorless blender. Normally I would never, if there's a color underneath. It's a little better. Okay, I think it's time for colored pencils, and it's gonna really bring this together. Honestly, this kind of really, it looks really good on camera. I think we'll go in with I don't know. That's like really red. Like this. This is light umber. I know I already went over this part with gray colored pencil, but we might just like sort of mix the gray and brown. I might actually take some black colored pencil. It's not gonna look quite as dark as an actual black once it's lying on top of the ink. But just to darken some of the crispiest bits and the occlusions. Oh, I went off a little bit. I'll clean it up digitally. I kind of want this sharper. It's doing a weird thing. Like I can't tell where the pointiest edge is. Dust. It's like a dust bunny just fell to the ceiling. Okay. I just want it more defined. It's getting a little too thick though. I'm doing this on a napkin, tissue. do not want it too thick. I don't want this to look like liner. It's too big. Like stay on the edge. It's like flat at the top. I could be so messy. I have this. I don't want to use sandpaper though. So messy. I could use a knife. I don't think so. It's fine. We're fine. And when it's too thick, you kind of get that colored pencil texture, which I don't really want. Oh, that was way too high. That is not where I thought it was going to draw. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna try not to move paper. It's not very fun to watch. Right? This is actually really good. Okay, I'm gonna try to do, before I do these fries, I'm gonna forget about them. I'm gonna try to do this part. Just sort of clean that up. I'm definitely gonna have to clean it up a bit digitally because a lot of yellow went down there. Okay, all right. Do these ones. Is there anywhere that has like a bright white highlight? Because I'm really not seeing one in this reference image. It's so weird that humans can't feel water. Like we don't have the receptors to feel if something's wet. We only know if it's like cold or not. That sounds random, but it's because I just put my hand like in my lap and I'm like leaning forward. So my like drawstring of my hoodie, which has a metal thing on the end of it, touched my hand and I was like, oh, why does that feel wet? And I realized it doesn't feel wet, it's just cold. But humans cannot feel wet. Like we don't have hydroreceptors, I think that's what it's called. Other animals do, not all animals, but many animals do. No, have you ever like had to hang up your laundry and like wait for it to dry and you're not quite sure if it's just cold or if it's wet? We can actually tell if there's water. Other animals can 100% tell if there's water. We can't. We do not have those same receptors on our fingers, in our skin. So we don't know. We don't know. And it makes, in Japan, we don't have, I mean, very few people have gas dryers. I definitely could not have one in my apartment because the power would immediately shut off. I can't even run my microwave and my induction heater, my stove at the same time. You can Google it. I don't know the ins and out of it, but no, it's just weird because like the metal thing in my hoodie touched my hand and I was like, oh, did I spill water on me? And then I realized it was just cold. It's like, dang, humans, like somehow we know if things, if we're in water, but it's really just because of the texture and how it sort of, it's colder and absorbs heat. Very weird. Anyways, I think we're almost done. I think we're really almost done. I think, like, I'm tempted to add more here. I wonder if I should just make this a color. It almost looks too plain. Also, I think, I don't know, I think this needs to be like that. Because you can really barely see it at the top here. It's a little better. Okay, any bright highlights? I know I asked that already. But I'm getting my gel pen ready. The Uniball Signo is my favorite gel pen. I have 2 of them because I thought this one dried out. And then I got it to work again. I guess only a little bit of it was dried out. It must be weird though. Hello? Okay, I guess it's kind of working. I feel like we have, like down here, this should be lined up a little bit. It's even like a weird texture. We're here, love to see the contrast. Ooh. And then it's a little bit, it looks like greasy, but on this light yellow, it doesn't really show up. Yeah, like the greasy highlights. It looks the best when it's like on top of a darker color. And you're like, ew. Like this. Wow. I guess there's a little bit up here. It's not coming in. It's because it's old. It's not because it's a bad pen. I don't like the jelly rolls. Sorry. They're not my favorite. I know the Sakura. People just say Sakura all the time and I don't understand why. I don't know why that's a English thing that people do to like stress the middle syllable. It's Sakura. In Japanese, you have to be really careful about where you put your stress and how long the sound is, because you could say 2 different things depending on what you stress. Like, for example, kaki. Kaki is persimmon. Kaki. Kaki is oyster. So if you say, I want to eat kaki, you're saying, I want to eat oyster. But what if you accidentally meant, I want to eat persimmon? Then someone's going to bring you an oyster. Oysters, fried oysters are very popular. Or like kumo versus kumo. So kumo is cloud. It's the same length. Kumo, kumo. And kumo is spider. So if you say, I don't know, fua fua kumo i. I like fluffy clouds. Fua fua kumo ski. I like fluffy spiders. To be fair, I like both. We have some really cute jumping spiders here. Alright, I think this is it. Do we think this is it? Is it time to sign it? I think I should keep it white. That was the vibe. That's what I sort of planned everything around. I need to stop moving away from the microphone, sorry. What color do I sign with? I was gonna go in with maybe black at some point, but I don't know if it really needs it. I've heard about the spiders in Australia. I might go in with a little black. Oh, that contrast, the pop. We have 2 venomous spiders in Japan. Only one of them is native, and that is like the Japanese sort of cousin to the black widow spider, which we have in Maine, by the way. So I did grow up around black widow spiders. And the other one is invasive from Australia, some sort of brown spider. So those are the only 2 dangerous to human spiders that we have to look out for. But we also have millipedes, like, or they centipedes, the like highly poisonous ones, and we have giant Asian hornets, Suzumebachi, which are terrifying. And I've seen many of them, and I had one stuck in my hair one time, and I almost died. It didn't sting me. It was like too confused as to what was happening because I stayed at an Airbnb and it had its own private onsen, like hot spring bath. Like its bathtub was hooked up to the hot spring water underground. And the host had provided a shampoo that was floral scented, like bouquet scented. And I used it, and then I went out the next day waiting for the bus, and I felt something like smack my head and then stuck in my hair. I thought it was a beetle because we saw some rhino beetles or whatever on our walk up to the house. So I was like, oh, it really felt like a big old beetle. And then my friend just started backing away slowly with her hands up. And I was like, what is it? And I smacked it as hard as I could and got it. Luckily, my hair was braided. I have very long curly hair. But it was in braids. I smacked it and I saw it. It was like flying in front of me, and it was the largest hornet I've ever seen. It was the size of my palm. And we ran away and then ran back down when we thought the bus was coming. But I think the hornet was just surprised that it didn't land on a flower. So it didn't sting me, and I wasn't by its home, I think. But I have asthma. To be fair, everyone has to go to the hospital. It doesn't matter if you have asthma or not. If you get stung by an Asian giant hornet, you really do need to go to the hospital. Not to say you will immediately die, but like you should get the antivenom and antihistamine stuff or whatever they give you. But if you have asthma, it's very dangerous if you have such a strong histamine reaction. I'm gonna try this. Yeah. I'm not using a ruler because I want it to be a little bit more organic feeling. Like it is made of paper. Cool. I like that. I almost. Oh no. Oh no. I made a mark. I don't know if you can see that on camera. The Tokyo hornets are not nearly as bad. It's alright, I'll fix it digitally. But I like when you go outside the city. Like I went to Nokogiriyama, which is in Chiba. You can take a ferry right across Tokyo Bay. And it's famous for the giant Buddha carved into the side of the mountain. But we went to like the observation deck or whatever, the observation area at the top of the mountain. And there were all these picnic tables, but no one was there. And we're wondering, why is no one there? So we get over there and it's just Hornet City. Just so many hornets. Honestly, I wasn't even scared because I don't think they really cared about us. I don't think we were near any of their nests or anything. They were there because sometimes people would eat and they would drop things, like spill drinks or things. And they wanted the sugar. And there were signs all around saying caution of hornets. Beware of hornets, not caution of hornets. I teach English. I'm an English teacher. I can speak English. Very good. But like going up the cable car, you could see the whole cliffside was covered in giant hornets. Crazy. Alright. Oh wait, I shouldn't. I gotta sign it. Where should I sign it in? I feel like I should use a color I used. What did I say? This was... I didn't use sepia, did I? I used dark umber? I thought I used burnt umber. Dark umber? Oh, this one's dark brown. Sepia. Terracotta. Where did it go? Where did I put it? Maybe it was dark umber. And I misread it. Oh well, we're going on with this one. That's it, we did it! French fries. In case you wanted to Google how to draw French fries. That was it. And now the sun's starting to go down. So I guess this is a good time to stop anyway, and my light looks like it's dying. But it looks fine on stream. It looks fine on my laptop. I want to do it in full screen. Let's see. Okay, the quality is not quite there. I wish I could show you in better quality, but this is just how it is for streaming, I guess. It's just how it's gotta be. Guess I'll probably post photos on Instagram, I imagine. It's just unfortunate when I post videos like this on YouTube of VODs, because I can't exactly full screen. Like, I have to show the overlay, otherwise if I expand it enough to fill the whole video, it's horrible quality. It's just not watchable. And so I can't make reels out of it either. I guess I could if I keep the overlay in it. That might be cute, I guess. Hopefully it's not too wide. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up there. Don't know if I will play. I don't think I will stream. I think it's too late. I think I have to eat dinner and then go to bed. Well, not soon, but like eat dinner, and then by the time I eat dinner, I'll only have 8, 9, 10, 11, like 3 hours to stream before I like really should make myself go to bed. So yeah, I think I'll finish up there. Thanks to everyone who joined. Thanks for the follows. These VODs will be up on Twitch and YouTube. So thanks in advance to anyone who watches the VOD as well. If you are watching, go ahead on YouTube and subscribe, and on Twitch give me a follow, and you'll know next time I stream or post videos. Sometimes I don't do it live. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me. How do you pronounce your screen name anyway? Screen name, username? What do we call that? Disrupt Poet? Is that, or is it D1 Disrupt Poet? I doubt that's how it is. And I like the Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Poet. Oh, that's nice. Well, hello, Poet. And goodbye, Poet. Thank you for joining me. It's always nice to have at least one person chat to. Okay, Disrupt Poet. I'll call you Poet. That's nice. You are. It's like back in the day when people, when there weren't surnames, you just like took the name of your job. So you were Cooper, but Cooper was like a barrel maker. You were Smith. You are Poet. Thank you, Poet. Alright, I seriously gotta go because my stomach desperately wants some dinner. But yeah, I'll be back probably on Friday. I have all of Friday off. It might be an art stream, it might be a game stream. You have a good night too. I can actually say that because your time zone's not that different from me. Normally when I talk to like my family, it's like, have a good morning. Okay, I will go.